Yeah, I was in Langkawi last week for some work, and as usual, when I go to anywhere which is near the sea, I always look for seafood. So I took the opportunity to try out some budget seafood, well, not really budget, but more affordable seafood restaurants in Langkawi, because as you know, Langkawi is quite popular with tourists, so a lot of the seafood there can be expensive, especially if it's near the tourist spots. So I tried two or three places, one for lunch and two for dinner, and had mostly ikan bakar and usual Malay style cooking. I also had the chance to do some fish feeding near my hotel, which was by the beach. There was interesting coral fishes there. It's a no fishing area, obviously, but it was nice to see some parrotfish and a lot of colorful fish there, eating the bread which we brought to feed them. I also visited a few tourist spots. One is the skycab cable car, which goes up to Gunung Mat Cincang, if I'm not mistaken, and so telaga tujuh waterfalls, which is also quite a popular tourist spot in Langkawi. So I hope you enjoy this video and maybe learn a thing or two if you plan to go to Langkawi Island anytime soon for a holiday or work or anything. Thank you. So after landing in Langkawi, I went for lunch at Yan Nasi Campur, which is quite a well-known mixed rice shop, which means that there are a lot of different varieties on offer here. As you can see here, it's mostly traditional Malay style cooking, and if you want to sample traditional Malay style cooking, from vegetables to fish to chicken to beef to other kinds of seafood, this is a great place to go. It's quite well known. You can see here I took a slice of fried queen fish. There's a finger mark grilled Malay style with sambal chili sauce, fried catfish, salted egg, and also the complimentary dipping sauce, which you can see, which is basically soy sauce with some chili in it. I think the price here is quite affordable. We took quite a few items, and total bill came up to about 38 ringgit. Next, I went to Restaurant di Muara Chenang, which is located at the LKIM jetty near Chenang. As you can see, there are a lot of small fishing boats berthed there. So here you order a la carte. I ordered some fried squid in batter, and again I ordered finger mark, which is also called golden snapper or janaha in Malay. And also the specialty here, which is the curry crab, which tasted quite good. I never had anything like that. The fish was grilled really good as well. It had this milder spicy sambal paste and sour plum flavor to it, which is also unique to this restaurant. The total bill came up to about 90 ringgit, which is okay considering we ordered quite a lot for just 2 people. So the last restaurant I went to was the Ikan Bakar, and it's a bit different than the normal seafood restaurants because they charge here by fish and not by grams. So basically when you're choosing your fish, you can see how much it's going to cost you. As you can see from their display here, they have a lot of variety, from golden snappers to groupers to barramundi to hardtail scat and trevally, and also stingray and cockles and all that. So basically the price is there on the trays. You just pick your fish, you give it to the person in charge and tell them what you want them to do with the fish, either grill it or cook it any other style you like. So I ordered a few fish to be grilled and also to be fried. Here you can see they grill the fish on a really high heat, but for a very short time to ensure that it's not overcooked. The sambal here is a bit spicier than the restaurant di Muara Chenang, but still very flavorful. I enjoyed tasting how fresh the fish were, I think the best thing about this restaurant is that you can choose a few fish and it won't cost you that much, so you have variety instead of ordering just one big fish and maybe one other dish. This is the grilled cockles, which is nice and juicy on the inside with the Thai dipping sauce, and also our drinks. The total bill came up to about 60 ringgit, which is quite reasonable considering we took quite a few fish as well as the squid, which were fried in butter again. So it's quite an interesting place. Okay, here you can see the coral fishes in front of my hotel. There are quite a few of them. This is during high tide, I think, and I fed them with some bread I bought from sergeant fish at the surface. And if you look closer in the deeper water, there are also some parrotfish and also mangrove jacks as well as some groupers. There were also quite a few mullets, both small and big, feeding on the bread, which is what they like. And also during low tide, later in the afternoon, you can see more catfish coming, as well as other types of brackish water fish which came out. I mean, during low tide, the parrotfish disappeared. So this is the Langkawi skycab, the cable car ride which goes up to Gunung Macincang. I didn't take any video during the ride because it was a bit scary for me. Maybe if you're scared of heights, you might want to think twice about going up, because the wind blows when you're going up in the cable car, and the cable car does move a bit, but it's totally safe, nothing to worry about that. So this is the view from the top. There are a few platforms on top of the hill, so you can walk about there. So from the top here you can really see that Langkawi has a lot of hills in the center of the island, and the view is really beautiful up here. You can see a lot of the other islands that Langkawi has. If I'm not mistaken, Langkawi has over 90 smaller islands, as well as the coral reefs out there. So the last spot I went to was the Telaga Tujuh waterfalls, which is 7 wells in English. From the bottom you have to trek going uphill to the waterfalls, which is about half an hour if you take it slow. But the view up here is really worth it. The waterfall is really beautiful. You can dip your feet in the water, it's really cold. And if you're a fisherman like me, you can also try and feed some bread to the small fishes here. There are maybe 1 or 2 deep pools where there are some fish. It's quite refreshing to come up here, especially if you've been spending your time at the beach for the past few days, and dip your feet in the water and listen to some of the sounds in the jungle. So besides the beautiful beaches as well as the other attractions, Langkawi is also attractive to a lot of tourists because it's a tax-free destination, and you can get some good savings on chocolates, on cigarettes, on liquor, and also all sorts of other stuff. So I took the night flight back, and there was something I noticed from the sky, which is the sepang circuit. Normally you can't see it, but they recently installed night lights at the circuit. So here you can clearly see the shape there and the 2 long straights. If you're a motorsport fan, you know that Sepang used to host Formula 1 until last year, and it still hosts the MotoGP race. Okay, thanks for watching my video. I know it's not what I usually do, but in addition to fishing and catching fish, one of the things I like is to go out and look for really nice seafood, either cooked at a restaurant or maybe just at a local market here in Malaysia, because in KL it's not that easy to get fresh seafood. So this is probably something I'll be doing more videos of in the future. Okay, so if you like this video, do me a favor, hit the like button, comment if you have any info on Langkawi you'd like to add, and if you want to watch more videos, please hit the subscribe button, and you can watch another video again next week. Thank you.